Children, how are you? Now in the continuation of our unit, first, today's our learning objective is that we are going to see errors of measurement. Learning objective is errors of measurement. Errors of measurement that we are going to learn, my dear children. Here, write down our new learning objective. Errors in measurement. Errors in measurement that we are going to see here. Measurement is the foundation of all the experimental science and technology. So, the measuring process is essentially a process of comparison. It is a process of comparison. It is a process of comparison. What is that? The difference in the true value, and the measured value. We are measuring anything and then compare with the true value, and the difference in between these two, true value and the measured value, are called errors in measurement. So write down here the definition. Difference in the true value and the measured value. Difference in the true value and measured value of a quantity is called errors in measurement. So my dear children, different type of errors may occur. Here we are going to see types of error. Types of error we are going to see here. The errors in measurement can be classified by three errors, that is systematic error, random error, and gross error. So first I am discussing here a systematic error. Systematic error, what is that? The systematic error are those errors that tends to be in one direction. It may be either positive or negative. So the causes of systematic errors are known. Therefore, this systematic error can be minimized. How? Some of the sources of systematic errors are: first, A, that is called instrumental error. What is this? My dear children, it arises from the errors due to imperfect design or manufacture or calibration of the measuring instrument. The error comes in an instrument already there. That type of error is called instrumental error. For example, an ordinary meter scale may be worn up at one end, so we cannot see or we cannot write the observation clearly. That type of error is called instrumental error. It can be reduced by using more accurate instrument and apply zero correction. See that where is the starting point, so we may recover it easily. That type of error is called instrumental error. Second one is imperfection Second one is imperfection in experimental technique. In experimental technique. Here, what does it mean, sir? For example, to determine the temperature, for example, you can take to determine the temperature of a human body. A thermometer is placed under the armpit, will always give a temperature lower than the actual value of the body temperature. That's why the way how to measure the temperature, that we must know. Then we can find out accurate result. Third one is personal error. Third one is a personal error. What is that? In personal error, it is due to inexperience of the observer. This error may occur due to inexperience of the observer. Observer doesn't know how to measure. That type of error is called personal error. Okay? Lack of proper setting of the apparatus, reading an instrument without setting it properly. These type of error may occur here. This is called personal error. Taking observations without observing proper precautions. We don't know what are the precautions to take the reading. So that type of error is called personal error. Then, my dear children, or I can say errors due to external causes. Errors due to an external causes. Errors due to an external causes. The external condition such as in temperature, pressure, humidity, wind velocity are during the experimental may systematically affect the measurement that we can reduce. Then the another one is list count error. List count error. If we don't know what is the list count of our instrument, what do you mean by list count? Write down here the minimum measurement which we can measure with our instrument is called list count. Say from a simple scale, 1 millimeter is the list count of that. Say that of wristwatch, 1 second is the minimum measurement by which we can measure with our watch. So that is called list count. The smallest value that can be measured by an measuring instrument. By an measuring instrument is called list count of the instrument. Is it clear? Yes. So this must be known. Then the another type of error, that is random error. That is called random error. What is this? The second error here, it is random error. The random errors are the error which occurs irregularly. It occurs irregularly. That type of error is called random errors. They are random with respect to the sign and size. Random error may be positive and other time this error may be negative. That are irregularly. The random error may be big and the other time it may be small. So random errors are sometimes called, we can say, बाई चांस, तो चांस एरर कह सकते हैं इसको अपन. दैट टाइप ऑफ एरर इज आल्सो कॉल्ड चांस एरर. It can be minimized by repeating the observation. This random error can be minimized by repeating the observation a large number of times and taking the arithmetic mean of all the observations. The mean value should be very close to the most accurate reading. That is the way to minimize the random error. Okay? When number of observation say is made n times, so the random error reduces to 1 by n times. That is reduced 1 by n times. For example, if the random error in the arithmetic mean of 100 observations, suppose you are taking 100 observations of any reading. If arithmetic mean of 100 observation is supposed to be x, suppose it is x. So the random error in the arithmetic mean of 400 observation, if the 400 observation is there, so that would be 100 में x है तो 400 में कितना हो जाएगा x by 4. That type of error is called random error. Then the third type of error, that is gross error. The another type of error that generally occurs in experiment, that is called gross error. Here, this error arises on account of carelessness of the observer. It totally depends on the observer, how much he watchful. So it is, I can say, carelessness of the observer. Reading an instrument without setting it properly. Reading an instrument by proper setting, that is first. Taking the observation wrongly without caring for the sources of error and the precautions. If we don't take precautions, then the gross error may occur. Recording the observations wrongly. If we are taking the observation or we are not taking correct, that type of error is called gross error. Use wrong values of the observation in calculation, that is called gross error. Is it clear? These are the some different type of errors are there. Now here we are going to see the arithmetic. First we are going to see the errors can be minimized only when the observer is sincere and mentally alert. Then you may call as a scientist. So my dear children, here first I am taking absolute error. What is that? Absolute error. Then हम देखेंगे relative error. Then we will see percentage error. So here first absolute error in the measurement of a physical quantity is the magnitude of the difference between the true value and the individual measured value of the quantity. Difference between the true value and the individual measured value. individual measured value of the quantity. This is called absolute error. Suppose you are having any physical quantity and you are measuring the observation n times. Suppose let a physical quantity be measured n times and the measured values are, suppose you measured A1, A2, A3 like that of an times. These are the observations you made. Then what is the arithmetic mean of it? The arithmetic mean is sum of these A1 plus A2 plus A3 an divided by n times. So I can write here, this is 1 by n times summation or sigma. This is the symbol here, dear children, sigma. How much time? From 1 to n. That I can write here AI. I is vary from 1 to n. This is the symbol of it. This symbol is called sigma. So arithmetic mean AM here is taken as the best possible or true value. It is the best possible or true value of the quantity. By definition, the absolute error in the individual measured value of the quantity are, that I can write absolute error delta of A1. That is the true value, difference in between the true value and the individual measured value. That is, this is the true value AM minus individual value A1. Similarly, delta of A2, AM minus A2 like this. Similarly, I can write delta of AM minus AN like this. This is called absolute error. Right here. This is called absolute error. It may be positive in certain cases. It may be negative in the certain cases. So we may do like this. So this is because individual measurements are likely to overestimate as to underestimate the true value of the quantity. So this first we have to find out, that is called absolute error. Then what is mean absolute error? What do you mean by mean absolute error? Here, मीन एब्सोल्यूट एरर, इन सब का मीन लेंगे हम यहां पर. मीन एब्सोल्यूट एरर, इट इज द अर्थमेटिक मीन, इट इज द अर्थमेटिक मीन of these values of the magnitude of absolute error in all the measurement of the quantity. How I can take here? It is represented by delta of A mean. Say like this. Okay, magnitude, the symbol of magnitude of any quantity. Say like this. These two lines are called magnitude. Magnitude means only positive value. So this is here delta of A1. Right here delta of A1 plus delta of A2. Like this delta of AN. Then divided by N. Yeah. This is called mean absolute error. My dear children, this is called mean absolute error. Okay? Now, yes. Then I am taking, I can write here delta of A mean, that is 1 by n times into, what is this? Sigma I is equal to 1 to n delta of AI. This is there. इसको हम ये लिख सकते हैं. So the final result of the measurement may be written as the final measurement of the reading, that is A is equal to A of mean that we have taken earlier plus minus delta of A mean. This is the final result. It's a very important result here. So this is called the final measurement or result. This may be positive or it may be negative. This may be positive or it may be negative. The values are in between A of m plus delta of A mean to A of mean minus delta of A mean here. These are the values here. Then the last one is, what do you mean by relative error, or I can say fractional error. So relative error and fractional error. Yes. What is that? Relative error. Or fractional error, or it is called fractional error. Dear children, the relative error or fractional error of measurement, we have to write delta. This is also called delta. This is also called delta. Remember, both are the symbol. It is a small value. So delta A, it is the ratio of mean absolute error, It is the ratio of mean absolute error to the mean value of the quantity. To the mean value of the quantity. Mean value of the quantity. Yes. Mean value of the quantity measured. So this is the formula here. So you can write here relative error is equal to, or fractional error is equal to mean absolute error, that is delta of A mean, to that of mean value, that is A mean. This is the formula here. This is called relative error or fractional error. When this error is expressed in percentage, we may call percentage error. We may call percentage error. So percentage error, delta of A, that is delta of A mean divided by A mean into 100%. ये this is percentage error. So these are the some errors or some formulas to find out what type of errors we are having here. So my dear children, this is all about today. We have to take some questions, some numericals related to these formulas in our next module. Okay, bye.